Alright. One's done. All that's left is this. Almost there. Need to make sure everything is a-okay before we start. Already got a viewer. Can't look right now because I'm still working on the details. Alright. Let's see if I can see myself. Alright. Can anyone hear me better? Maybe the music is a little loud. Let me just see if I can adjust it. No, that's too soft. I guess that's good enough. Alright. Alright. Everything is a-okay? The stream is doing right well. Just to be sure. Okay. Alright. I guess we get started now. The window chat is here. Let's do this. What's up, guys? The Keyblade Soulord here, and welcome back to Danganronpa Trigger Happy Havoc. Last time, Chihiro got murdered, and we got so along with her. Who could have killed Chihiro? And who is Genocide Jack? It is time to find out. We need to avenge Chihiro. Find out who killed her, and also, for some reason, finding out who is Genocide Jack. Before anything, of course, I actually took the liberty of going to the school store off stream and get some more presents just in case. It's a good thing I could do it from the extras menu. I needed to make sure I get more presents so I don't waste time trying to grab them, if you know what I mean. Anyway, let us continue on where we left off and get into the trial. Alright, time to find out who murdered Chihiro. The girl that we got along with so well. Hi there, Thomas. Ahem. So, is everyone ready to... What? Am I blind or are we missing someone?
Yo.
Yeah, Toko's not here. And Toko is... You really don't remember?
Come on!
Kidding, I'm just kidding. How could I forget that little nutjob? She's a crucial part of this class trial this time.
What are you gonna do?
Okie dokie. I'll go ahead and drag her out here kicking and screaming. Just one moment, please. I'm doing great. Thanks, Chris. Thanks, Chris. And there she is. Yep, there she is. I told him I didn't want to, but he forced me. I can't believe you would drag a girl around. Terrible. You're terrible. So, now everyone's here, right? Okay then, hustle onto the elevator and let's get this show on the road. I'll see you guys down there. Sometimes I like Monokuma and other times not. So, shall we get going? It's time to find out who killed Chihiro. Chihiro Fujisaki. She was so gentle, so calm and meek. Nobody had any problems with her. And someone made the choice to kill a girl like that. They cannot be forgiven. One of us killed her. Someone standing right here.
Hey,
what do you say?
On.
Fucking Toko, man. What's got her so worked up? Hiro, you ready? You ready? We doing this? Yep. Say it, Sakura.
Well,
I will uncover the villain who performed such heinous acts on a weaker individual. Well said. Taka? I don't know why the killer did what they did, but I'm sure it'll work itself out. Justice always prevails, right, bro? Well said. Kyoko,
Shall we go?
shall we begin? Toko, are you okay? Yeah, she's still upset. Celeste? There is something odd about Toko's behavior. I do not think mere shock is enough to explain it. Byakuya? I give you plenty to work with. Show us how far your logic can take you. Hina? I guess I wasn't much up at all on this one. It's alright. Hifumi?
Oh, very
Miss Fujisaki. I must admit, for being 3D, she was quite remarkable. Of course, just the idea of 3D makes me cringe. Okay then. We have no choice, right? We have to do this. Yes. Alright. Let's do this. It is time to find out who did this. Oh, you got mixed up? Alright. Alright then. And it stopped. Here we are. What do you think? I redecorated. Isn't it so fresh? Isn't it so exciting? Actually, you're right. There is something different. Don't waste our time with stupid questions. Let's get this over with.
Very
Good, good. You're raring to go. Gotta say, I don't hate it. Not at all.
well.
Okay then. Let's get this show on the road.
Thrills, chills.
Everyone,
thrills.
please. Excuse me. Everyone, please find your assigned seats. Alright then. A deadly judgment, a deadly deception, a deadly betrayal, a deadly riddle, a deadly defense, a deadly fate, a deadly class trial. Let's do this. Time to find out who killed Chihiro. And bring them to justice. Alright, let's take another look at the truth bullets. We got the Monokuma file, which shows that she was killed with a blunt object, which is probably the dumbbell. Sakura's account, that she declared Hina and Sakura's invitations because she really wanted to get stronger, but she didn't want to go with them. There's the dumbbell. Mondo's account that she wanted to get stronger, and due to her inferiority complex, and she always admires strength. The card reader, the main Hall handbooks with a broken one, Genocide Jack's case file, Hina's account, the carpet on the boys' locker room, the posters, for some reason they got switched, Chihiro's handbook, which was missing, the status of the dead body, the disappearing stain, a library desk lamp, and Celeste's account. This is all the evidence we have. This is... Alright. With that said, let's see the skills. I think we had another skill, right? There we go, algorithm. Increases the speed of mesmerizing a statement. Okay. We got that equipped, as well as the melodious voice that we got from Sayaka. Alright then, let's do this. Let the class trial begin.
Let's begin with a basic explanation of the class trial. So, your votes will determine the results.
Alright.
If you can figure out who done it, then only they will receive punishment. But if you pick the wrong one, then I'll punish everyone besides the blackened, and the one that deceived everyone else will graduate.
Got it.
Okay then. So, first off, let's talk about the murder weapon.
The murder weapon. Alright. It's definitely the dumbbell. The dumbbell is definitely the murder weapon. Yep. Okay, let's see.
Chihiro's fatal injury. It appears it was a head wound.
It was.
According to the Monokuma file, the killer used a blunt instrument. But what
That?
kind of blunt instrument could it have been?
I think I know where to put, but let's first hear it. No.
Interesting.
No, it wasn't an iron pipe.
Certainly would make for a powerful weapon.
Or Chihiro.
Okay, we hear it on the statements. I know where to put it. Okay.
Chihiro,
Skip over.
It appears it was...
According to the Monokuma file, what kind of blunt?
I bet it was an iron pipe.
Nope. It was the door. It was the dumbbell.
That's wrong.
No, that's wrong. It was the dumbbell. Here we go.
Can we agree that the object that dealt the fatal blow was the dumbbell? Found at the scene of the crime? It was covered in blood.
Yep,
And there was nothing else at the scene that could have caused that kind of injury.
that is true.
And the wound on the victim's head is consistent with the shape of the dumbbell. As far as I'm concerned, there's no mistake and no room for doubt on this one.
Of course.
You looked at her head wound?
Yes, she did.
Yes! That's so creepy!
I'm telling you, I think Kyoko is the ultimate detective. That has to be it.
If you don't mind, I will proceed from here. Let's move on to discussion of the culprit.
What?
Although, I believe the criminal behind this heinous act is already quite clear.
What? For real?
Chihiro's killer is
Oh, here it comes.
fiendish serial killer, Genocide Jack.
Oh boy, he's already going on the attack. Oh, a new element. Okay, let's hear it. Oh, darn it! I meant to see what was the new element. It wasn't a baseball, it was a dumbbell. What did I hear?
The culprit is Genocide Jack.
Oh, what's this?
Sure. Case closed, as far as I'm concerned.
Oh,
But that's impossible!
oh, okay, I think I have.
What makes it impossible?
Okay, I think I get it.
Come on! There's just no proof for it.
Hey, so, speaking of Genocide Jack, I don't know who that is!
Okay. I think it was those things. I think if I shoot those things, it increases the time limit.
The culprit is Genocide.
Case closed, as far as I'm...
But that's impossible!
Alright.
Why? What makes it impossible?
Well, I mean, come on! There's just no proof for it.
There we go.
No, that's wrong.
I think those purple things are what others are saying, and I basically have to blast them away with the X button.
Might know one reason he could be involved.
What?
I found this file while I was looking around the archive in the library. I guess it's some kind of confidential file the police put together about the Genocide Jack case.
Okay.
What? That's kind of weird as shit, isn't it? What was something like that doing in the library?
That's what I like to know.
The why of it is probably more trouble than it's worth. So let's forget about that for now.
Agreed.
More importantly, it outlines all the specifics of every Genocide Jack case in exceeding detail.
Of course, Byakuya would read that. He read almost everything in the library.
According to the file, there appear to be two defining characteristics in every Genocide Jack case.
I like to hear
The
those.
first is that a bloody message is found written at the scene of every murder.
Yep.
Oh, that's right.
Bloodlust.
Boob lust.
No.
It's not boob lust, it's
actually
bloodlust. Exactly.
But more important is the other characteristic, and it's something that has never been made public.
Yes.
Never made public? What the hell is it?
Why don't you tell them, Makoto?
Oh, now he wants us to say it? Let's see. It's how the victim was positioned.
I got it! Apparently, in every Genocide Jack case, the killer suspends the body in a certain way.
Yep.
Other than the killer, the only people who know about this are the higher-ups in the police department.
However, Chihiro was most definitely suspended in the same way.
True.
So, how did the culprit know about this when only high-level police officials were aware of it?
Good
There's
question.
only one logical answer I can think of.
Yes.
It's because the culprit in this case is the real Genocide Jack.
How are you so sure about
Fucking
that?
way!
You're saying Genocide Jack is one of us?
Uh-oh.
Yes, in fact, it's Toko.
Wait, what?
What?
Genocide Jack's true identity is Toko Fukawa.
What makes you think that? Well said, Hifumi.
What?
Toko?
Hey, okay, Wait, hold on a sec. Toko has, like, bloodophobia or whatever, remember? What kind of serial killer is afraid of blood?
That is a good question.
Toko Genocide Jack? The answer is yes and no.
What do you mean, Byakuya?
Another riddle? Man, why is this gotta be so complicated?
Let's just hear him out. Wait. Toko and not Toko. Oh! What was it called? Multiple personality disorder. It's something like that, hold on. What's the word? Can you guys tell me what's the word? I kind of forgot. It has a word, like... It's not psychic. It has a specific word. What was the word? I don't remember. Add what? Add what? Come on, Thomas. Help me out here. There is a right word for that. But I don't want to pick up the wrong letter. Hang on, why not? I can't open the truth bullets. A little help, guys? Well, make it quick. I'm trying to remember what's the word. It has to be in order, but I'm not sure what's the word. It's not a mind reader. Hey there, Laura. S? It's not sahist. Well, what's the word? I know there's a word for double personality disorder. Come on, I know the name. What was it? I know there's a specific name. Oh, okay, I'll just pick a letter to see if I'm gonna take a risk. Oh, okay, it starts with an S. Okay. It starts with an S. Oh, okay. It's S-C-H-I. Oh wait, it's Shizo. I think that's what it is. There we go. That's a very difficult word. That's a very difficult word, though. Shizo.
Is it because Genocide Jack has a split personality?
Huh?
I think I read that somewhere in the file, too. They thought that the suspect might have... What did they call it?
Dissociative identity disorder.
Dissociative identity disorder.
Oh, okay. But still, to go and say that about Miss Fukawa is...
Perfectly acceptable.
How is it acceptable?
Toko's strange behavior after seeing the body is proof enough that she has a split personality.
That's proof enough she has a split personality. Actually, yeah, her behavior changed.
I got it! You're talking about how she started acting totally different than usual, right?
That's probably it.
That's right. Think back. She fainted when she saw Chihiro's corpse, and then, when she woke up...
Yeah, she was acting like that. Very weird. We all thought she hit her head very hard or something by that time.
She was acting funny, that's for sure. That melancholy tone of hers completely disappeared.
Tell me about it.
Don't go assigning adjectives to my tone without permission.
Not to mention, once she regained consciousness and saw Chihiro's body again, she was utterly calm.
She
In other
was,
words,
that is true.
Within her is one personality that can't handle blood, and one that obviously can.
So when Toko trapped herself in her room, it's because she was scared of Genocide Jack?
Probably. From the way she was acting, she clearly says, I won't let Genocide Jack have control. I'll drive out the killer, drive out the murderous fiend.
The reason she locked herself in her room wasn't to keep other people from getting in. It was to keep her other personality from getting out.
What?
I think
Toko
that makes
was
sense.
afraid of the murderous fiend inside of her, of killing even more people.
How?
Uh-oh.
Yeah. How can you know all this?
Yeah, how
I
could
do
you know?
believe you misunderstood her. What she's trying to say isn't, how can you know all this? No. What she wants to know is, how could you tell them?
Wait, what?
Last night, just before Monokuma gave his motive speech, Toko and I had a strange conversation. She told me a most interesting story.
She did?
She said a murderous fiend lived within her, and she was afraid it could appear and attack at any time. And that trepidation is what's caused her to have such a bleak attitude. Isn't that right, Toko?
That's what she said?
This is all a lie. Right, Toko?
You said you wouldn't tell anyone.
What?
Yep, looks like it's true.
Promised! I can't believe you lied!
You have only yourself to blame. You came to me with your tragic little story. I didn't ask you to.
Well, Toko did say it.
This is the real world, not some romantic fantasy fairy tale.
Uh-oh, she's nervous.
Besides, you broke your promise first. You said that as long as you were here, no matter what, you wouldn't let Genocide Jack kill anyone. But in spite of that promise,
Chihiro was still found dead. I couldn't keep our promise. But don't worry, never again. I won't let Genocide Jack have control ever again.
You said if I kept my promise, you would go out with me. That's the only reason I promised.
how many times do I have to tell you? I never said that.
Jesus.
But you weren't able to do it. You just couldn't resist that rush you got from killing, could you?
I tried. I swear I tried to control it.
But your efforts were useless. What
Jesus,
a
Byakuya
disappointment.
savage.
I hate you.
Well, the opening act is nearly finished. All that's left is to hear from the person in question directly.
Uh-oh.
Person? You don't mean...
What? Huh? What the hell?
Hello there! Is it me you were hoping to see? What the heck?
That's my reaction, Hifumi. What the heck?
So you figured it out, huh? Well, whatever. What are you gonna do? I'm the ultimate murderous fiend, Genocide Jack! Or better yet, let's go with Genocide Jill!
Genocide Jill?
What the fuck is this?
Toko, what happened to you?
Not Toko. That's a loser name. And what happened is a textbook split personality.
Oh my god.
So what if one of them happens to be a serial killer? You should turn a blind eye to one's faults.
Oh my god, she's insane.
She's so intense.
Tell me about it.
As they say, sound in murderous mind, sound in murderous body.
This one is so different from the one we've come to know.
That's...
Yes,
I said that
the
too.
world is composed of a front and a back, you know. Just like how every inning has a top and a bottom, or how in the depths of every truth lives a little lie.
Wow.
Behind every dark and gloomy soul lives another that shines as bright as the sun!
Oh my god. She's totally insane. Wow.
Miss Jack, Jill, can I ask you a question?
What's up?
And that's who puts on a cutesy face. Oh my god.
Some of us think you might be the mastermind behind our entire situation. What are your thoughts on that?
Well, I'll tell you. I am the mastermind of all masterminds! Just kidding!
Then
Oh boy.
it's not true?
Of course it's not true! How dare you try to link me to that creepazoid?
Because you're a freakazoid.
And another thing, the police and government and society in the outside world are totally powerless. I mean, they just let this idiotic bloodthirsty maniac go buck wild all over town.
Sure, I'm a bloodthirsty maniac, but life is pain, right? To live is to hurt other people.
Jesus.
It's a necessary evil if you want to survive. The act of living itself causes pain for everyone. Just kidding again!
Jesus Christ, I don't know what to say. She's just out there.
This should be enough to convince you. This murderous fiend is responsible for Chihiro's death. There's clearly a motive, so there should be no doubt.
A motive?
Wait, motive?
Remember what Monokuma told us? If someone didn't murder and graduate within 24 hours, an embarrassing memory or secret would be revealed. Well, let's assume that Toko's secret was about Genocide Jack. If a secret like that came to light, Toko's life would have undoubtedly been forever ruined. So she had a very clear motive to never have that side of herself exposed.
Okay.
Interesting. Very, very, very interesting. But sorry, as much as I hate to admit it, I'm not the culprit.
Wait, what?
But I cannot imagine anyone other than you could murder someone in such a bizarre fashion.
If not you, then who?
Maybe so, but nevertheless, it's the truth.
Do you really expect any of us to believe you?
It's very hard to believe her.
I could never believe a word you say, you monster.
Hold on. I think Makoto's onto something. Okay. I think we're onto something. Maybe she's not the one. Status of the dead body? Okay, let's hear it.
Sorry, but I didn't kill anyone.
You say that, but do you really expect any of us to believe it?
Perhaps if you had an alibi, that would change things.
True.
Oh, an alibi, huh? Now we're talking.
Hang on.
When you compare your past murders to this incident, the modus operandi matches completely. What
Modus
more
operandi?
proof do we need?
Stop laughing like that.
Give it up. You killed her.
I think I know what it means. Hold on, let me take a look at the truth bullets. Can I see the inside of it? I mean, if I recall, there was something different. I remember noticing something different about the status of the body. Also, let me do some shoutouts. Chris Fitzpatrick, aka Thomas, Laura Galnet, Adam M, and Karen R. Welcome. But I think I know what it is. I think it was the modus
But I
operandi.
didn't kill anyone.
You say that, but do you really expect any of us to believe it?
Perhaps if you had an alibi.
Oh, an alibi, huh?
When you compare your past murders
Wait, I
to this
think-
incident,
I think this is the one.
modus operandi matches completely.
There we go.
No, that's wrong.
But yeah, if I recall from the pictures, it had
The
scissors
methods of
everywhere.
murder really exactly the same? I'm not so sure about that. I think there's a slight difference between the Genocide Jack cases and this one.
Huh? How's it any different?
Show them, Makoto.
Oh, you don't know?
Oh, I think.
Well then, human garbage, let me tell you!
All right, here we go.
I murder with passion and conviction.
Yes, you notice the victims are all stabbed with
I
scissors.
consider myself a professional, and I have a very particular way of doing things. Imagine you go to a fancy Italian restaurant. They're very picky about the noodles, the sauce, everything. But
Yeah.
what happened to Chihiro? It'd be like if that same Italian restaurant started using ragu or Chef Boyardee.
Seriously?
This is no creation of mine.
Let me rephrase that. In a way
Okay.
that maybe makes more sense.
Thanks, Makoto.
There are two clear differences between the Genocide Jack cases and this one.
Alright, the first one. The style of the blame. The victim's fatal injury. That's the one.
For one, the cause of death is different.
Yep. All
In
the
the
victims
Genocide Jack murders, all the victims were killed the same way.
stabbed with scissors all over.
According to the case file, they were all apparently killed with a pair of scissors.
Yep.
But Chihiro died from a blow to the head, right?
Exactly.
Ah, yes. That is remarkably different from the other murders.
Wouldn't it be strange for someone who kills the same way without fail to suddenly change their method?
Exactly. Makoto gets it.
And there's more. One more conflicting detail.
That's right! In my recipe of murder, if the bloody message is the tortellini, then the arrangement of the body would be the pesto sauce!
What is that comparison?
Please stop comparing killing people to cooking?
Thank you, Hero.
So, are you saying the other difference has to do with how the body was arranged?
Yep. How she was suspended. What was used to suspend... What was used to suspend her? Yep.
Do you remember what the killer used to suspend her?
Yep.
They used some kind of rope to hang her up by her wrists.
That's right.
What is your point?
Well, in all the previous Genocide Jack cases, something else was used to suspend them.
The scissors. A lot of them.
Specifically, pairs of razor-sharp scissors.
Yeesh. Never thought scissors would be murder weapons.
I use my own specially designed scissors for the murders and the arrangement. Like I said, I'm a professional, so naturally I'm very picky about the tools I use. And you know what else?
What?
Big Mac said there's two differences, but he's wrong.
Big
What do you
Mac?
mean?
Are you referring to me?
Wait, they're calling Makoto Big Mac?
Listen up, Big Mac.
Okay.
There's actually one more difference.
Yes?
Huh?
My word, you really didn't notice? Take a look at who the victims were in each Genocide Jack case. There's a pattern there, just waiting to be discovered.
Okay.
Pattern.
Figure that out, and it'll be plain as death why I couldn't have possibly killed that little lolly girl.
Lolly girl? What? Oh, okay. Let's see, this is the pattern. Looking at the names of every victims. All of them were male. That's right, because Chihiro was a girl.
I got it! Is it because Chihiro was a girl?
Bingo! Bullseye! Right on the money!
Okay, somehow Genocide Jill is actually hilarious. In a way.
In all the Genocide Jack cases, all the victims had something in common.
Yep. They're all male.
They were all guys?
Yes.
That's right! The people I kill with such passion and conviction are all adorable little men!
Some of them are in the 30s.
I can't believe I said it! I'm so embarrassed!
The hell is wrong with you?
Even Mondo starts suddenly getting scared.
I can't help it! I'm just a full-throttle boy-on-boy fangirl! And the mopey side of me just hates it!
Wait, she's into...
But
Oh,
now I'm
boy.
on the fast track to becoming a full-fledged fan madam!
So since Chihiro was a girl and not an adorable little man, you wouldn't kill her?
Would an Italian chef suddenly start making ramen just because they're both noodles? Don't be stupid.
Seriously, what is with her comedy with food and murder?
Too much passion and conviction to cross that line! That's the absolute reality of the one and only!
We get it. You've
All right.
clearly explained your hobby and your philosophy. But that's not all there is to it.
What do you mean?
It's a different matter entirely. When you're forced to kill in order to survive.
Quiet, lolly car!
Lowly.
Oh, savage! I like that. Take that,
I
Byakuya.
would never kill for a reason as petty as mere survival. And if by some fluke, I did kill to survive, why would I bother with the message and arrangement? It'd make me the obvious suspect!
She's got a point.
That does make some amount of sense.
Wow.
Plus, whatever reason I have for killing, I would never leave out my prized scissors. Who would go out of their way to use a big, stupid, heavy dumbbell?
Oh?
Maybe you used the dumbbell because you couldn't find any scissors in the school?
True that.
Any scissors?
What?
I don't just use any scissors. I only use my own set of high-class envy of the entire world scissors!
Okay.
Whatever. There still aren't any in the school.
Are you sure about that?
What?
Da-da-da-da!
What the hell? She has them!
She's fully equipped!
That's right! So I can kill anywhere, anytime!
Oh my god!
Why would I resort to dumbbells or rope when I have my trusty scissors by my side?
Yeesh.
Go ahead, tell me I'm wrong! You can't, can you? Gutter dogs, all of you!
Oh my god. This girl is insane. She's scary and awesome.
Not to mention, I have no clue how to tie a good knot. So rope's totally out of the question anyway.
So, Toko, or Jill, to be in fact, isn't the culprit? Taka?
I have no idea what's going on anymore. Could such a heinous villain really be innocent?
But the body really was suspended, right? And nobody but the police knew about that.
Yeah. That's why we figured it had to be the real deal and not some copycat killer or whatever.
Hold on. Wait. No. Byakuya? Do you know something?
Here's my answer.
I realize only Byakuya knew about it too.
It's possible you could have found out, isn't it?
Yep.
You'd have no problem gaining access to classified government documents or internal police records.
Yep.
Plus, you'd already looked through the Genocide Jack file before this all happened, hadn't you?
Well, Byakuya, what do you have to say for yourself?
Are you saying Mr. Togami did it?
Byakuya, tell the truth.
Then the reason he pushed the theory of Genocide Jack being the killer so hard was because he wanted to pin the crime on her.
That is the idea.
Oh, he rearranged the scene to disguise it and make it look like I put my stamp on it. The adorable glasses man was behind it all. Oh, I'm on fire!
Oh my god, what's with Jesus?
Well, Byakuya, what's your response?
I see. So now the suspicion falls on me.
Well, what do you think?
Then I must ask, when would you say I began acting suspicious? Surely you must have an answer.
Looking back and thinking about it now, the way you were acting right before we discovered the body was a little strange.
That is true. He first checked the girls' locker room. He clearly said that.
You wanted to go to the girls' locker room right away, right? But since you're a guy...
I should have naturally thought of the boys' locker room first. Is that what you want to say?
Yep.
The victim was Chihiro, a girl. Hence why I said we should check the girls' locker room.
And how do you know it's Chihiro?
Nothing strange about that, I'd say.
On the contrary, there's something very strange.
Okay,
Yep,
then.
you tell him, Makoto.
What's so strange about it? Go ahead. Share with the rest of the class.
Alright. Okay, let's hear this time. Called True Flashback. If you aim at a weak spot and hold down the triangle button, then you'll mesmerize that weak spot. Okay. If you shoot or change the truth bullet, it will disappear from your truth cylinder. You can use this flashback figure as many times as I want. If you don't seem to have the answer to a lie or contradiction in your loaded bullets, it might be best to memorize a different weak spot to make your case. Then you said to use... Alright. And you... In this case, though, I say if you don't use a flashback, you won't be refuting anything. Alright? Could you stop asking the same question, Adam Man? I don't know how to answer that. Alright, let's see.
So, you said Byakuya was acting kind of weird before we found the body.
Yes.
But he was acting weird... how?
Okay, let's hear everything first.
If you're presented with the opportunity to check out the girls' locker room,
you absolutely take it. That's
no, Byakuya's not easily a pervert.
For any guy.
I don't think that's the case.
The victim was Chihiro, who was a girl.
Yes.
So, of course, I would suggest we check the girls' locker room first.
But how would you know that?
For pointless distractions. What's so strange about that?
You wish you'd taken me with you.
Wait, I think I get it. Alright.
So, you said Byakuya was acting kind of weird
okay, got it. Before we found the body.
He was acting weird.
Skipping.
That's unnatural.
The victim was Chihiro.
How could you have known it was Chihiro before we found the body? That is a very good question.
I'll tell you what's so strange about that. Because up until we actually discovered the body, we couldn't have known who the victim was.
Exactly.
So your claim that you went to the girls' locker room first because Chihiro was the victim doesn't hold up.
Exactly.
I see. That's a good answer, I must admit. Interesting. Very interesting indeed. But your reasoning is still too weak.
How is it still too weak?
What's wrong? Is that it? Surely you've got more than that. Go ahead. Show us.
Jeez, what is with Byakuya's attitude?
What's the matter? You're not finished already, are you? There must be more to it.
There is. I think.
Come on, we have to think.
There is more to it. Think about it. We
oh,
just
Kyoko now
talked about
starts
the
talking.
differences between this case and past Genocide Jack incidents.
Yes?
The proof you're looking for is hidden in there.
Oh?
Proof that I'm the culprit, you mean?
This case and the other Genocide Jack Okay. Okay, we need to pay attention. The library desk lamp. Okay. The library desk lamp.
What? The difference between the cases?
Let's hear it.
You want me to explain it again? When I want to kill, I use my very own special scissors. And I use those same scissors to arrange the body.
But
that.
Chihiro was suspended with... It was some kind of rope.
It was?
Was it not?
That's right! It absolutely was!
Then there must be something very fishy indeed about that rope.
Hang on.
Hey, Byakuya, where'd you get it from, huh?
The library desk
I'd
lamp.
never seen that rope before in my life.
I think I know where it is.
Obviously, somebody else must have had it hidden away somewhere.
It's okay, it's the library desk lamp. That's the one. Yeah.
What? The difference between... You want me to explain? When I want to kill, I use my very own... And I use those same...
But Chihiro, it was some kind of...
That's
okay.
right. Then there must be...
Hey, Byakuya,
I'd never seen that rope before in my life.
There we go.
No, that's wrong.
Okay. We got it.
Actually, I'm pretty sure you have seen it before.
Exactly.
Because, you see, that rope, or should I say...
That cord.
That extension cord?
What? An extension cord?
It was. It was the one that...
You've used the extension cord in the library more than once, haven't you?
To read.
And the same extension cord that was in the library all this time?
It was gone.
Went missing after the murder.
Exactly.
And there's no way someone who uses that extension cord as much as you do wouldn't discover that fact.
Exactly.
Byakuya must be the one who took the extension cord. I can't imagine any other possibility.
That's true.
That's really what you think? Then your conclusion is something like this? I killed Chihiro in the girls' locker room, then hung her up and wrote that bloody message. I intentionally made it look like Genocide Jack was behind it. Is that about right?
Well... Wait, what? He is totally calm. What is up with him? Not even involved.
What's wrong? I asked you if you think that's what happened.
Hang on.
Hell yes, that's what happened. So that's it, right? Byakuya's the killer.
I don't disagree with not disagreeing.
He kept calling this a game, right? So he'd be totally willing to do something like this to win.
Hang on, hang on.
Sorry, but could we hold on just a second?
Yeah, I think there's something very different about this.
I think we need to talk about this a little more.
I agree. Something's
we really
different.
Need to. We've already decided who did it.
And yet Byakuya looks extremely calm.
I know, but still, there's something that's still bothering me.
Is that right? And what, pray tell, is still bothering you? I killed her in the girls' locker room, then disguised my crime. Specifically, I dressed it up to make it look like it was the work of a homicidal psychopath. What about all that bothers you?
Jeez, Byakuya, what is up with him? Wait. Found in the girls' locker room? No, hold on. Genocide checks the scene of the crime? Kind of think of it, there is something off. You recall the posters and the... Do any of you guys recall the posters and the carpet? I think that's it.
I got it!
It's the scene of the crime.
You say you killed Chihiro in the girls' locker room, right? But are you sure about that? Isn't it possible that the murder took place somewhere else?
How disappointing. What kind of question is that? Even in the world of disappointments, this is a true letdown. She was found dead in the girls' locker room. There is absolutely no question about that. How could the scene of the crime have been anywhere else?
Okay, I guess we have to explain that.
I think it's entirely possible that she was killed somewhere else, then carried there later.
Yeah.
Along with the rest of the murder scene.
Exactly.
Rest of the murder scene? That was awfully specific. Please tell me you have a reason for saying all of that.
Okay, this time he looks rattled.
I do.
Alright. Yeah, he was caught off guard. Okay.
Hey, don't just move on without permission. What do you mean she was killed somewhere else?
Alright, let's do
Come on,
this.
Makoto. If there's any chance the murder took place somewhere else, let's see the proof.
Alright, time to prove them. Something that was switched between the boys and the girls' locker room. First off, it's the posters.
I got it!
There we go.
The proof that she was killed somewhere else is the poster that's hanging in each locker room.
Your proof is some posters?
The poster in the girls' locker room was a picture of a big-boobed supermodel. But don't you think that's kind of strange? Why would the girls' locker room have a poster like that?
That is true.
I bet those massive jugs of hers were totally fake!
Really, Jill?
Meanwhile, the boys' locker room had a poster of the super popular boy band Tornado.
Yes.
Again, that doesn't really seem to belong in a boys' locker room.
That is true. And I remember going to the boys' locker room first, and the poster with the big boobed supermodel was there.
So you're saying that maybe the posters were switched?
Yes.
And there's one other thing I noticed about the locker rooms.
The carpet.
You know what I'm talking about, right, Sakura?
You're referring to my protein coffee, aren't you?
Yes.
Protein coffee?
While I was in the girls' locker room earlier, I spilled some protein coffee on the carpet. But I noticed that after the murder, the stain had been totally scrubbed away.
But the stain wasn't scrubbed away. It was moved.
I got it!
There it is.
The stain on the girls' locker room carpet wasn't scrubbed away.
It was moved.
In fact, I found it on the boys' locker room carpet.
And the stain was there.
That's definitely the stain from my protein coffee.
There it is. We're doing this. So the murder was in the boys' locker room?
Does that mean that the carpets were switched too?
Yep.
But why would anyone do that?
To move the murder scene from one locker room to the other. It's certainly plausible, don't you think?
It is.
What? In other words, in order to completely swap the scene of the crime, the blood-stained poster and carpet were moved along with the dead body. By doing this, the killer was able to change the entire room where the murder took place.
True.
I can certainly follow your reasoning, but why would the culprit bother doing that?
Huh?
Actually?
Why would they go through all that trouble of switching the scene of the crime?
Actually,
an even bigger question. If the murder did take place in the boys' locker room, then how did Chihiro get in the boys' locker room in the first place?
Wow.
To get
She's
into
got
the
a
locker
point.
rooms, you have to swipe your e-handbook across the card reader device.
Yes.
But Chihiro's handbook should have only allowed her access to the girls' locker room.
That is a very good question.
She had no way to get into the boys' locker room to begin with.
No, she did have a way, and I can tell you what it was.
Oh, really?
I highly doubt that.
Shut up! I'm telling you, I know how she could have done it.
Are you sure, Hiro? Wait, is Hiro actually saying that? Okay, let's see what we have to say. The broken e-handbook. Okay, let's see here. Okay.
Is it really possible? Could Chihiro really have gotten into the boys' locker room somehow?
Ah! I've got it!
Wait.
She must have hacked her e-handbook.
No.
She was the ultimate programmer, after all.
She couldn't have hacked it.
I'm sure that would have been no problem for her. No, I don't think that's it.
Oh?
She used the thing that was in the main hall.
Huh? What thing?
What? Hold on.
I'm talking about Leon's handbook, of course.
No, Leon's handbook was broken.
She could get into the boys' locker room no problem.
Okay, we need to skip over to the broken handbook, all the way to his.
Is it really possible? Could Chihiro really...
She must have hacked. She was the ultimate. I'm sure that would have...
No, I don't think that's it.
Hang on.
She used the thing that was in the main hall.
Huh? What thing?
I'm talking about Leon's handbook, of course.
No, Leon's handbook was broken. There we go.
No, I don't think Chihiro used Leon's handbook.
Why not?
Because Leon's handbook was broken.
Yep.
Oh. Well, then, yeah, I guess that'd be pretty impossible, huh?
I am struck silent by how quickly you gave up.
Yeah,
Plus,
he gave up
isn't
quickly.
there a regulation against using someone else's handbook?
Actually, the rule states that loaning your handbook is prohibited. It says nothing about borrowing one.
True.
In other words, you could borrow a dead person's handbook all you want, and you'd
be safe.
Yup, yup, yup! Hit the nail square on the noggin!
Of course, if it were broken, that wouldn't make any sense anyway.
Exactly.
So then, she must have hacked hers, like I said. She used her ultimate programmer skills and...
Psst! You
No.
can't fix an e-handbook. The instant you open one up, a security buzzer starts blaring.
So, if she didn't use
Yes.
Leon's handbook, and she didn't modify her own handbook...
Maybe Mr. Naegi's initial assumption is just wrong?
It seems like there's no way she could have got into the boys' locker room. So I guess so.
Okay then, I vote for Byakuya.
Hang on. Something is wrong. It must have happened in the boys' locker room, but still, how?
Hold on a second.
I think
agree
Kyoko
with you
figured it
there.
out.
I think you're on the right track.
What the...
Really?
You finally decide to open your mouth and that's what you've got to say? There's no way she could get in the boys' locker room, right? So...
Why are you so sure she couldn't get in? There's still one other way she could have gained access.
There is?
What?
What are you talking about? What other way is there?
Well, to explain that, why don't we take a little break from the trial? I'd like you all to come see something.
Wait! Just what do you
Kyoko?
think you're doing?
Don't worry. This'll make the whole trial more exciting. I'm sure that thought must please you.
Huh? It'll make things more exciting?
Wow, Kyoko, you're really smart.
Well, all right then. I declare an official class trial recess.
For real?
That's a first.
Now then, what is it you want to show us? It better not be boring or I'll be very unhappy.
Oh,
What is
I have
Kyoko
no
going to
doubt
show
it'll
us?
meet your lofty expectations. So, shall we go?
Okay. What is Kyoko going to show us? I think it's time to find out. Alright. What? Kilo Morales with $2. Thank you, thank you.
Locker room?
Chihiro is a trap? What do you mean? What do you mean Chihiro is a trap? The girls' locker room?
We've already searched this place top to bottom. What are you trying to pull, Missy?
I'd like you to examine the victim's body one more time.
The victim's body?
Be sure to
Okay.
examine the entire body very carefully. Take your time.
Okay.
Examine her carefully? Like, using our hands?
Oh, what do you think?
No, wait, no, wait, no, wait, no, wait, no, wait!
It's probably best if I don't run my hands all over a
Oh,
girl's
boy.
dead body.
It's not that I'm creeped out or anything, it's just based on religious grounds, you know?
Really?
Very well. I'll do it.
You're smart. You're amazing,
But you're
Sakura.
a girl. You shouldn't have to touch a dead body. Just let one of the boys do it.
No, it's okay. I think Chihiro would rather have a girl examine her.
Agree,
So
let's see.
just leave this to me.
Sakura.
What is
Okay.
this? Some kind of secret girl-on-girl action? Is that
Oh,
what
come on,
you two are
Jill.
about?
That's not it at all. Stop screwing around.
Okay, here I go. I'm sorry, Chihiro. Please excuse the intrusion.
Okay, so let's see what's gonna
Be
happen.
sure to check her entire body, and I believe we will solve this particular mystery.
Her
Okay.
entire body? I know you say that, but... What?
What?
This is...
Sakura?
What is this...
Whoa, what the hell?
What is it? Not possible. It's not possible.
What is not possible?
This girl is
what?
Is a boy.
Say what? Chihiro is a boy? So that's what you mean by Chihiro is a trap. No freaking way.
Ah, I see. So she was actually a he. Interesting.
You're surprisingly calm, Hifumi. Okay, never mind.
You're joking, right?
I wouldn't joke about this.
So this is the secret you were trying to tell us. Chihiro is a boy.
Then it's really true?
Chihiro was a guy?
Who would... Oh my god.
Oh, what? You guys didn't know? Heck, I knew that right off the bat.
That's because you never told us.
Chihiro Fujisaki was totally a guy.
He was a cross-dresser? Oh, I'm really on fire! I wish I had killed him!
Oh, you wish.
So that's what Kyoko wanted to show everyone, huh? Interesting.
So Kyoko knew it.
Yes, that certainly does make things much more exciting. Now let's ride this wave of excitement back to the courtroom and get back to the trial.
Who would have thought? Chihiro was actually a guy.
I do apologize for keeping you waiting. Now then, let's resume the class trial.
So that's what you meant by Chihiro is a trap. Oh my god. I was surprised by that too.
We've all just learned of the shocking revelation that Chihiro was actually a boy. Let's pick up from there.
So the fact that he was he was killed in the boys' locker room actually makes sense.
Yes, well, I don't know his reason for hiding it, but the fact is, Chihiro was not a girl, but a boy.
That is fairly obvious if you compare the fear for the... Oh, now the fact that of his relationship of him getting along with the guys makes sense.
And because the victim was male, he would have had no problem gaining access to the boys' locker room.
It also does make sense of why he wouldn't want to work out with Sakura and
Assuming
Hina.
his handbook did, in fact, list his gender as male, then yes, that would be true.
Wow, look at Byakuya. He has sweat.
His handbook said he was a boy. He dressed like a girl, but he was a boy through and through.
So then, there should be no issue with Makoto's initial assertion. The victim was killed in the boys' locker room, and was then later moved to the girls' locker room.
In other words, the killer could be a male as well.
And the killer could have easily used Sayaka or Junko's handbook to get into the girls' locker room.
Exactly.
So Chihiro really was killed in the boys' locker room?
I still don't understand the motive for moving the body, but yes, that does seem plausible.
Well,
that is true.
I must admit, I did find it rather odd. I knew he felt a little off. There was a certain incongruity to his female body.
But
this is the most titillating situation!
and now the fact that Chihiro was a boy is starting to turn Jill on.
So now everything has been connected. All the mysteries have finally become clear.
Okay, well, connected or clear or whatever. We still think you're the killer, remember?
Very interesting.
Oh, now he's getting interested in this?
This has become very interesting indeed.
He's off in his own little world.
Well said, Hifumi.
What about you, Makoto? After everything we've learned, do you still think Byakuya's the killer?
Well, without a doubt, Byakuya is the one that made Chihiro's death look like Genocide Jack did it.
Yeah, that's one thing.
But I think he might not actually be the killer after all.
I guess so.
But aren't you the one who accused him in the first place?
He just seems to be too
Yes.
easygoing about all this. Like he's enjoying us solving the mystery. The way he's acting, it makes it seem like it doesn't have anything to do with him.
That is true. Byakuya was surprisingly calm. Because if you remember Leon, he was panicking.
And you think that might be because it doesn't have anything to do with him?
Plus, the evidence he left behind was a little too... how can I put it? Overt. He consciously chose to use the extension cord, knowing it could connect him to the murder.
Yeah.
At least, that's how I see it.
Well?
And Byakuya, when you found out the murder took place in the boys' locker room, it seemed to rattle you. And then again, when you found out Chihiro was actually a guy, if you really were the killer, that stuff wouldn't have had any effect on you.
That is true.
So that's your thinking, huh? Well, it bothers me that you don't have more concrete reasons, but it's fine. I guess I'll mark it as correct for the time being.
So Byakuya didn't kill Chihiro.
Mark it as correct?
He's right. I am not the culprit. I just happened to come across the corpse in the girls' locker room and decided to alter it.
To make it seem like Genocide Jack or Genocide Jill did it.
Are you fucking with us right now?
No, I am not effing with you right now. I'm telling you the truth.
Okay, I'm sorry. I don't mean to laugh at that, but the way he responded to Mondo like that.
Well, I find it very hard to believe.
Go ahead. Find it very hard to believe. You're free to be executed along with the rest of us.
If you're really telling the truth, then why? Why do you do that to his body?
My reasons hardly matter right now.
Because he wanted to make the game a lot more interesting and funny.
Wouldn't you say? Now then, if it wasn't me, who was it?
Well, I don't think I can say for sure without talking about it a little more.
That is true. We need to talk about
gonna
this.
Keep going? We're all good, aren't we? I thought it was clear Byakuya did it.
No, I'm with Makoto. If there's any doubt whatsoever, we need to explore every possibility.
Well said, Kyoko.
Because if we're wrong, we all die here.
That's true. Very well then. I'm with you too.
Oh, for
Damn
once Celeste
straight.
had...
Count me in.
Do you not have a mind of your own?
Of course I do. What am I, an ant or something?
Taka,
Anyway,
just agree.
let's discuss this all as a group one more time. We still have time to make our decision.
Exactly.
That's
Still too
very
early.
True.
Our lives are all on the line.
Excellent. Then shall we resume our game of hide and seek?
Jeez, Byakuya. If Byakuya didn't do it, who is the real killer? We need to find out. We need to find out how. If the killer has able to access to the real murder scene, the killer has to be a guy.
I got it!
Exactly. It has to be a guy who must have killed Chihiro. Exactly, and we need to find more clues. I can hear from the chat, Gesundheit. Thank you. Celeste's account. What do I need her account for? Let's hear it.
Isn't there a single clue?
Hang on. Hang on, let me check Celeste's account because I need to remember. On the night of the murder right before it, she was spotted leaving the warehouse. They stuffed some blue exercise clothes into a duffel bag. And the blue exercise clothes into a duffel,
That
okay.
might lead us to who did it.
Well, clues are one thing, but
But
did nobody get a look at the killer?
I'm sure if someone saw the killer, they would have said something by now.
That is true.
Perhaps someone saw the victim at some point. Even that might be enough for now.
I guess so.
Yeah. All we need right now is any kind of new info.
It's over. It's all over.
Relax, Hero.
You want to know who saw the victim? The killer. And only the killer. And it's not like they're just gonna turn themselves in. Game over, man. Game over.
Yeah! No! Not game over!
There is one person who saw the victim. It was Celeste.
Isn't there a single clue that might lead us to who did it?
If nobody can... I'm sure if someone saw the...
Perhaps someone saw the victim at some point.
Yeah. All we need right now...
It's over. It's all over. You want to know who saw the victim? The killer. And only the...
No, that's wrong.
Exactly, that's wrong. Alright.
I believe someone else did see the victim before he was murdered. What do you think, Celeste?
Now that you mention it, yes. I did see him.
Yep.
Really?
Oh, but I suppose
All
only
right.
Makoto knows about this. The rest of you had no idea, did you? That is why you're all making such ugly noises.
Did you really have to say that?
Whatever! Just hurry up and tell us!
It was last night, right before nighttime. I saw Chihiro in the dormitory warehouse.
Alright.
I saw him stuffing a track jacket into a duffel bag.
Yep.
And then, I assume, he headed off to exercise.
That's probably it.
Jacket in a duffel bag. But we didn't find anything like that at the murder scene.
That's because the killer must have got rid of it.
It's likely that the culprit destroyed them to get rid of any evidence.
And that is when he said something that struck me as rather odd.
What did he say? I better get going. I'm in kind of a hurry.
Chihiro told me he was in a hurry. But
In a hurry?
why would he be in a hurry? Only if someone were waiting for him, I should think.
That is true.
So, Mr. Fujisaki was on his way to meet with someone, and then they were going to work out together?
But Hina and I had invited him to exercise with us plenty of times, and he always declined.
That's because he was afraid to show off his
He was
gender.
afraid you'd find out the secret he was hiding, right?
Exactly.
Which means that conversely, he must have trusted whoever he was meeting with very much.
And whoever he trusted
Enough
is
so that
probably
he
the
was
killer.
willing to risk his secret being revealed.
Ooh, what a marvelous friendship!
The point is, whoever he met up with is the culprit, right?
Right.
So we just gotta figure out who it was.
Exactly. Okay, Faraday, welcome to the stream. Also Dead and who was the one before? Killer Morales. Alright.
But knowing what we know, I can't even guess.
No,
I think we need to...
you already have what you need to make the connection.
I do?
Huh?
You know who the killer is.
I do?
Seriously?
Who is it? Who's the killer?
Think back to the track jacket and duffel bag the killer disposed of. Focus on the details of these items, and it should become obvious who was waiting for him.
Are you sure about that?
Think back on the
You really
duffel
think
bag.
we can figure out who did it based on 2 pieces of evidence that we don't have?
We know who the killer is?
What? You want to track down some fingerprints or something?
Even if we had the equipment for that, we wouldn't know how to use it.
As was noted, the evidence is already
true.
gone. There's nothing to get fingerprints from.
Maybe, but we can make certain inferences if we just take the time to talk it out.
Alright.
Easy for you to say, but fine. Celeste, did you notice anything special about the bag or jacket?
The bag was just a normal duffel bag from the warehouse. All the bags in there are the same, so
Okay.
I can't imagine what would make that one special.
Well, if I remember right, there was a decent variety of tracksuits to choose from.
True.
Do you think there might be some connection between the culprit and Chihiro's jacket?
Oh, man.
Perhaps. Let's explore that and talk a bit more about the jacket he took.
Where is she going on? But how does that connect us to the killer? I mean, there's it's a jacket and the duffel bag. So let's count again. Okay, let me take another quick look at Celeste's account. So leaving the warehouse, she was stuffing some blue exercise clothes into a duffel bag. So the blue exercise clothes are... So we know that the jacket is blue. Right.
First of all, we know where Chihiro was headed.
Let's first hear every
on his way
pose.
to go exercise.
Yep.
So next we have to ask, why did he choose the specific tracksuit that he did?
What do you mean, the specific tracksuit?
I got it! He picked that tracksuit because
it
matched the one the culprit was wearing.
I don't know.
So, what you're saying is, the killer was wearing the same blue tracksuit as him?
What? Wait, what?
My tracksuit is black.
Hold on. He said blue.
I don't have a tracksuit. Because exercising
No.
sucks.
I have a white tracksuit personally. I got it from the warehouse, if you must know.
Hang on a sec.
Did any of that really help us get any closer to figuring out who the culprit is?
No way. Not a chance.
Mondo.
You heard him, right? What he
I
just
heard him.
said without even realizing it?
Yes, I heard him.
First of all, we know what
Okay.
He was on his way, so next week, why did he choose?
What do you mean?
I got it! It matched the one...
So, what
Hang
you're
on.
saying is, the killer was wearing the same blue tracksuit as him?
No, that's wrong.
Mondo. Is there something you're not telling us?
Hold on a second, Mondo. What did you just say?
Huh? What'd I say?
When Celeste testified a few minutes ago, she said...
I saw him stuffing a track jacket into a duffel bag, and then he set it up to exercise.
She never said anything about the jacket's color.
Exactly.
So why did you say Chihiro's blue tracksuit?
What are you... You just...
Hey, Celeste. What color was Chihiro's tracksuit?
As a matter of fact, it was blue.
Mondo.
Before we began the trial, did you tell anyone that?
The only one I told about any of this was you.
Then, Mondo, how
did you know
what
what
color Chihiro's tracksuit was?
Is there something you're not telling us?
I'm sure he saw the clothes at some point in the investigation.
No, that can't be it. The bag and clothes were surely disposed of by the time we began our investigation.
Exactly.
Then the only reason he could have known what color the tracksuit was is if he saw Cherry with it before he died. That's the only possibility.
Cherry?
Yes.
Are you talking about Chihiro?
Mondo.
Oh, how about it? Did you see the tracksuit or didn't you?
Just by chance. I just happened to see it last night. He walked past me, and he was carrying the tracksuit in his hands.
No, that can't be it either.
Yep, because according to Celeste's testimony... Exactly, he stuffed the jacket into her bag in a hurry. She was trying to hide it.
When Celeste noticed it, Chihiro made a point of making sure the jacket was completely in the bag.
Exactly.
If you just ran into him briefly, you couldn't possibly have seen what color the tracksuit was.
Exactly.
It
Mondo.
would appear you've dug your own grave.
Yep.
Perhaps. But you handed him the shovel, didn't you? That's why you said what you did.
Now I see. Kyoko was tricking him.
Focus on the tracksuit and it'll be obvious who he met with? What a bunch of nonsense.
Ah, now I understand.
It was a
all
bluff.
one big bluff, wasn't it?
Kyoko, you're smart.
Your true intention was to draw a slip of the tongue from the culprit. That's why you said you knew who did it, to put them on edge.
That's right. However, Mondo was my target all along. I had my suspicions about him from the very beginning.
What made you think that?
What made you so suspicious?
That's a good question.
The way he talked? The way he was acting? What's the right answer? I think it was the way he was acting, right? My favorite so far? Hina. I think it was the way he was acting, right? He was acting... Kind of think of it, he was acting kind of strange. Or is it the way he talked? What's the right answer, guys? I need to make sure what it is. I'm asking the chat, which is the right answer, because I'm not sure. Is it the way he talked or the way he was acting? The way he acted? No, I don't think that was the right answer.
There was a certain turning point that tipped me off. Maybe you didn't notice it, Mondo, but you tend to refer to men and women differently.
It was the way, I think it was the way he talked.
You only call guys dude. For girls, it's chick.
No, by her reaction, it was the way he talked.
And after he was killed, you happened to refer to him as dude. Once I picked up on that, it occurred to me that Mondo knew something we didn't.
Notice such a tiny...
Come to think of it, yeah. When I said dude was... He said dude.
You're a witch! She's a witch! You're positively frightful!
No, I'm not the frightful one. Not nearly as frightful as someone capable of murdering a friend.
Mondo, why'd you do it?
Was it really you? Did you really... kill Chihiro?
I didn't kill anyone! You've been all over me, judging everything I say, putting words in my mouth. What gives you the right to treat me like a goddamn criminal?
He's getting nervous.
Yeah! He would never do something like that! This is a false accusation!
Taka's defending him now?
My reasoning on that is pretty shaky.
That was fast.
Well, this does present us with a problem. It seems we are all out of leads.
My time has
Hifumi?
really come. That's what my little ghost friend is telling me.
Oh yeah, that reminds me. Hifumi, weren't you telling me you found some evidence?
That's true.
Really? What kind of evidence?
Well...
Actually, now that I'm thinking about it here calmly, it might not be all that relevant.
Jeez,
just say it.
Confidence just get up and walk away? It's fine, man. Just tell us.
Exactly.
If you really insist, then... here it is.
A handbook?
What do you have there? It happens to be an e-handbook. I found it laying on the ground, so I scooped it up.
I wonder, is it Chihiro?
I got it! We know Chihiro's handbook was missing from the scene of the crime,
It has to be
right?
Chihiro's handbook.
For a fact.
For a fact indeed. I was totally sure I'd found it.
Then it must hold some clue about the culprit, right?
Well, that's what I was hoping. But it's busted. It won't even turn on.
It's broken?
I imagine the culprit broke it to get rid of any evidence after the murder.
That's odd. I didn't think the handbooks were quite so fragile.
You're right. They're not.
Then how did they break?
They're totally waterproof and shock resistant. It would take an awful lot to break one.
And yet, this one does appear to be broken, as is Leon's, sitting useless in the main hall. For all your confidence, that is a remarkably high failure rate.
Do you think there might be some kind of mystery in there somewhere?
There has to be something.
How precisely did the handbooks get broken?
How did the handbook break? It has a... If I recall, Monokuma said it has a weak point.
I got it! You already told us before that the handbook has one weak point, didn't you?
Yeah!
Yes, I remember that.
Sure, maybe I let that slip, but I never told anyone what the weak point actually was.
But if the handbook is supposed to never break, and two of them broke in quick succession, then...
Then we can only assume that someone's figured out its weakness.
True.
You know what the weakness is, right, Monokuma? So, what is it?
Just tell us, what is the weakness?
You're asking me?
I think it's a necessary piece of information if you want this to be a fair trial.
Exactly.
But
well said, Kyoko.
If I tell you, and someone else decides to copy it, that would be very not good.
Just tell us already. Why
Thank
would we
you,
want to
Kina.
break our own handbooks?
Oh well, I have have a weakness for pushy demands.
All right.
But you're sure you won't follow their example? Then allow me to make a special announcement. The weak point of my cutting-edge e-handbook is... when it's exposed to high temperatures for too long, it will suffer a meltdown and totally break!
High temperatures for
I
too
flippin'
long.
knew it!
You knew it?
What?
Because I found the handbook laying on the floor of the sauna.
Of the sauna?
The temperature in the sauna can reach over 200 degrees. Strange how you don't get burnt, huh? It's because as your sweat evaporates, it creates a cooling layer of air around your skin. If the hot air of the sauna were somehow pushed directly onto your skin, you'd definitely get fried.
We don't need a lesson for that kind of thing.
Blown away. That's why you may feel a burning when you move around. So when you're in a sauna, make sure to keep nice and still.
Wow, interesting. I learned one new fact today.
Taka, we're not...
That is a mere trifling speck of knowledge.
Anyway, if
exactly,
you found the
anyway.
victim's handbook in the sauna, then the killer must have been purposely trying to raise its temperature in order to break it.
Meaning the culprit somehow knew its weakness.
Oh, I think I realized that. You remember Mondo... You remember Mondo was having that that contest with Taka in the sauna, right? But he was wearing with his clothes.
How'd they find out? Monokuma said he didn't tell anyone, right?
Indeed. Quite the mystery.
Makoto, you know about it.
What if they found out by accident?
What do you mean by accident?
What if the killer took their own handbook into the sauna, not knowing its weakness, and it broke?
Yep.
They'd realize it was broken, of course, and it wouldn't be hard to figure out why. And once they had Chihiro's handbook, they knew they had an easy way to dispose of it.
Yep.
I won't say it's not possible, but who would have done something like that?
Mondo.
I don't know of anyone who took their handbook into the sauna.
I might know someone who did.
Yep.
Whoa! Seriously?
I think the one who may have taken their handbook into the sauna was...
Oh, Taka realized it. It was Mondo. Mondo went into the sauna with his clothes on.
Here's my answer. Mondo, your handbook got broken in the sauna, didn't it?
What?
Yep.
Why? Why do you keep accusing him?
Mondo and Taka had an endurance contest in the sauna not too long ago, remember?
Very good question.
And
yep.
for the contest, Mondo just so happened to keep his school uniform on.
Yep.
But little did he realize, he'd also left his handbook in one of his uniform pockets. And when it was all over, Mondo discovered that taking your handbook into the sauna could easily destroy it.
Uh-huh. Well, Mondo?
Wait, hold on. You've got it all wrong. He would never kill. I don't accept this. Show me the proof. The actual solid proof.
Taka? Taka doesn't want to believe it. How did Leon's broke? Good question. Hold on, we have 3 of these.
Let's test Makoto's assertion.
Okay.
If what he says is correct, then Mondo, you broke your own handbook.
In other words, if Mondo's handbook is actually broken,
yes,
then that proves that what Makoto said is right.
Mm-hmm.
Well, my goddamn handbook works just fine.
Hang on.
See? Look! Makoto was wrong after all!
Hang on.
Mondo wouldn't hurt a fly!
Hang on. Wait a minute. I have a feeling. Hold on.
Let's test Makoto's assertion. If what he says is correct, then Mondo...
The broken e-handbook. Could it be? Hold on. Let's see. Broken e-handbook. Let me check that. The one in the main halls. And it's very unlikely that Leon's handbook would have been Wait a minute. I got it! I know what happened.
In other words, if Mondo's handbook is actually
Mondo
broken,
simply switched his handbook with Leon's.
That what Makoto said is right.
Well, my goddamn handbook works just fine.
No, that's wrong.
There we go.
Mondo, the handbook you have right now, is it really yours?
The fuck is that supposed to mean?
The broken handbook that was in the main hall.
Yes.
Isn't that one actually yours?
What the heck are you talking about?
What I mean is, I think Mondo swapped his handbook out for one that actually works.
Yes.
I think he took Leon's handbook and replaced it with his own. After all, Monokuma said himself that Leon's handbook never should have broken.
Exactly.
That's right! The punishment it suffered wasn't nearly enough to destroy it.
So then, the broken handbook in the main hall is actually Mondo's.
Yes.
Which would mean that the handbook Mondo has right now is actually
Leon's.
Yes?
Yes.
But doesn't that violate the school regulation that says loaning out your handbook is prohibited?
Hina, we mentioned borrowing it is different.
Well, here's how I look at it. There is a rule about loaning your handbook to another student, but if they're dead, they're not a student. It's kind of a gray area, I admit. But no worries. If anything, it just makes things more interesting.
Of course it would, for you.
Such, I decree that exchanging handbooks with a corpse is not a violation of the rules.
Well, Mondo, if I'm wrong about this, you're welcome to say so. I'm happy to admit I made a mistake, but...
Son of a bitch.
Well, Mondo?
What's wrong, bro? Come on, tell him he's wrong. You are wrong. You have to be wrong. Everything you just said is wrong. You made it all up.
Okay, then why don't we look back on this case one more time, from the beginning?
Yeah.
That way, everything will become clear, and we'll all see if I was right or wrong.
Adam M, have you forgotten? Leon is dead. Alright. Let's start all over. Okay, I think I know where to put here. Yeah, there it is. Duffel bag. Okay, here is where Chihiro met with the... I think... Hold on, let me check all the items first. Yeah, this is Chihiro. And there she met with someone. Let's see... That should be it. There we go. Alright, let's see here. And this has to be the one. There we go. And this is where the blow was struck. Which one is it? I think, let me make sure. Yep, that's the one. This is when he switched the evidence and used the card. No, wait. No, that's wrong. Hang on. Which one is it? Wait, I think something's different. Oh, wait. No, that's not it. This is when the poster got bloodied. Alright. There's a lot more pictures here. This is when he got into the girls' locker room. Let's see here. What picture goes here? Is it the dumbbell? I think so. And this is where he left the crime scene, right there. This is when Byakuya headed in, grabbed the rope, there we go. And this is when he set everything up. Oh wait, Oh wait, hold on, I got something wrong. No, that's not it. I think this is where he put up the poster. There we go. Alright. Over here. One. Something is missing there. Oh, this is when he wrote the bloody message. There we go. And this is where he went to the... where Mondo went to the bathroom. And where he dropped his e-handbook and break it. Okay, I think I got everything right.
The killer is...
There we go.
First, let's take a look back to before the incident.
Here we go.
Last night, Celeste saw Chihiro in the warehouse, correct?
Correct.
At the time, she was apparently stuffing something into a duffel bag.
Mm-hmm.
That something was a blue tracksuit. You can confirm this, right, Celeste?
Yep.
With bag in hand, Chihiro headed out, even though it was officially nighttime.
Mm-hmm.
She made her way to the locker room.
Specifically the boys' locker room.
But how could the victim, who was apparently a girl, access the boys' locker room?
That is because...
Simple. Because she was really a he. Which is why he was able to use his own e-handbook to gain entrance to the boys' locker room.
Uh-huh.
Once inside, he met with someone there. And the person he met was the one who killed him.
Yep. That's when he grabbed the dumbbell.
It seems likely that the killer grabbed the nearby dumbbell, approached the unsuspecting Chihiro,
and
attacked him.
Yep.
And that's where the bloodstains on the poster and carpeting in the boys' locker room came from.
That's right.
It was likely in the heat of the moment. The body was arranged, but
yes,
the murder itself felt unplanned.
That is true.
Which is why the killer hurried to try and hide the act. First, pulling up the bloodstained carpet, then removing the bloody poster.
That's when he went to the girls' locker room.
And finally carrying the corpse into the girls' locker room. A girl's handbook was necessary to get into the locker room, of course.
That's why he had to use either Junko or Sayaka's.
But this doesn't prove that the killer was necessarily a girl.
He used either Junko
After all, Sayaka and Junko's handbooks had been placed in the main hall.
Exactly.
Using one of those, a boy could get into the girls' locker room without much problem.
Mm-hmm. That is when he placed the carpet and the posters.
That's exactly how the killer did it. With the carpet and the poster they brought with them, they got to work. They changed the layout of the boys' and girls' locker room in what you might call
a crime scene switch. Exactly.
That could have been the end of things, but no.
But no, Byakuya just had to make things interesting.
Byakuya discovered the body and decided to intervene in the situation, making things even more complicated.
Yep.
So, after stumbling on the crime scene, he went and grabbed the extension cord from the library. And then he got to work.
Yep.
He used the cord to string up Chihiro's lifeless body.
Yep. And then read the bloody message to make it seem like it was made by Genocide Jack.
Using the victim's own blood, he left a grisly message there at the scene of the crime. He wanted to create the illusion that Genocide Jack was responsible for the slaughter.
Indeed.
And around the same time that Byakuya was putting together this facade, the killer, having already disposed of Chihiro's bag and other belongings, arrived at the sauna. There, they planned to destroy the last piece of evidence.
Chihiro's handbook. And that's when he broke it.
The killer expected. The steamy sauna was enough to ruin the electronic gadget. Somehow, The killer knew that the handbook couldn't stand up to the heat of the sauna.
Yep.
The reason they knew that is because the sauna had already wrecked their own handbook. And that's how it all played out.
Well, Mondo?
Isn't that right, Mondo Arata?
Well? What do you have to say to that?
Wait! No! This can't be right!
Taka!
Where's your evidence? Yeah! Where's your evidence? You need evidence! You need proof! Without any proof, you can't pin any of this on him!
Oh my god. But yeah. The new elements? Okay. Fever time and nega time. During the bullet time battle, if you press the R1 button, fever time will activate and the tempo will be forced to its max. At this point, even if you push the buttons at random, you won't miss. You can push either X square, however you want, but destroying the opponent's verbal assault. But this only lasts until your focus gauge runs out, so make sure best. Okay. Of course, it wouldn't be fair if only you got the extra special time. This very specific something called nega time to use in use. If the opponent attacks nega time during a bullet time battle, your tempo marker will disappear, making it quite a bit tougher to hit the buttons in rhythm. If you were to activate fever time at this point, no, never mind. I'm sure nothing would happen. I don't know what was I worried about. If your action difficulty set to gentle, the opponent won't use nega time. Okay, let's do this. Looks like we're gonna have to counter Taka this time.
Show me some evidence! You're wrong! I won't listen! I refute you! False!
Okay.
Show me some evidence! I won't listen! False! I refuse to vote! Show me some evidence! You're wrong! I won't listen! I refute you! False!
Okay.
Show me some evidence!
Okay, we got him.
Show me some evidence!
The broken handbook.
Prove it.
Taka. Give up. Because they're best
My
friends.
thinking so far is right.
Yep.
Mondo must have replaced his broken handbook with Leon's.
Yep.
In which case, we can just check each of our handbooks right now.
Exactly.
Once we do that, we'll...
We don't gotta do that.
Oh?
Huh?
Yeah. Yeah. I did it. I killed him.
He confessed. He confessed. Do I get all A's? Yeah, baby! 87 coins. Awesome.
Bro, what are you saying?
Taka, come on, accept reality.
I got no choice, man. After hearing all that, I gotta just... give up. Go ahead, Monokuma. Get it over with. Ask for the goddamn verdict.
Roger that.
Wait! Hold on!
No waiting, no holding on. Time for the moment we've all been waiting for.
Yep.
Grab your lever and give it a yank! Who will you elect as the Blackened this time around? Will you make the right choice or the dreadfully wrong one? What's it gonna be? What's it gonna be?
We need to hear why Mondo killed him. And there it is. It's the truth. Mondo killed Chihiro. But the question is, why? Why did you do it?
What?
Uh-oh. This time it looks like you got it right again. Yes, it is so. The Blackened that killed Chihiro Fujisaki was... Mondo Awada! Yep, look at that face.
Unbelievable.
In case you're wondering, the vote was not unanimous. Kiyotaka chose the wrong answer. Let me guess, he picked Byakuya. You're treading very close to the danger zone, Mr. Ishimaru. You need to be more careful. Yep. I knew Toko wouldn't vote for him. I refuse to believe it. There's no way. There's no way he would kill someone.
Sorry.
What is this?
Why are you apologizing? Why? Why? Why did you do it? Mondo, tell us.
Now then.
Well, it looks like Mondo's taken a vow of silence, so allow me to explain on his behalf.
Actually...
The story of the murder this time is the sad story of two men. Oh, but for anyone who doesn't really want to hear it, you can hit the circle button to fast forward the text. Breaking the fourth wall? Really? I thought Neptune was the one who does that. Alright, let's hear it. Anyway, there was once a young boy, and his name was Chihiro Fujisaki. He had an extreme inferiority complex regarding his own lack of strength. You're so weak even though you're a boy. He'd heard things like that as long as he could remember, and he couldn't overcome his weakness. On the contrary, he tried to hide and buried himself further and further into that weakness, to take on the fragile form of a petite young girl. He had chosen that as his way out. Now nobody will be able to say anything about even though you're a boy. But no matter how tightly he wrapped himself up in that shell, the inferiority complex had already taken root deep inside of him and was not so easily weeded out. As it turned out, the shell was completely empty. The complex didn't disappear. Instead, it only grew stronger and stronger. I'm weak. Poor Chihiro.
Weak.
I feel bad for him. Once the killing game had begun here at the school, he had no choice but to accept this fact. After all, this world is survival of the fittest. If you're not strong, you don't survive. And then the lovely and hateful Monokuma announced the revealing of the embarrassing secrets, which of course included Chihiro's embarrassing secret, which I was more than willing to divulge. Even though he dresses like a girl, Chihiro is actually a boy.
Hey,
And that was something Chihiro couldn't let anyone find out, no matter the cost. If that was revealed, it would be the end. The hardened shell would crack, the armor would fall away. Without a doubt, those around him would torture him more than ever before. Everyone figured being thrust into such a dilemma must have sent him spiraling into despair. Welcome Noah Pep to the stream, by the way. It's still too soon to... It is still too soon to decide that.
What?
And yet...
I'm sorry.
Sorry, I don't really want to talk about it right now.
But
I also don't want to leave things the way they are, so maybe I can talk about it later. After I try my best to become strong, then I can tell everyone. Annoyingly, he used the threat of discovery to motivate himself to become stronger.
That's right.
Now's my chance.
I want to change.
I'm going to get stronger and accept who I am. Chihiro, you brave little boy. Strong enough so that when someone says even though you're a boy, I'll be okay. I'll get better. With that thought at the front of his mind, he resolved to take immediate action. And so... that day, he made the commitment to begin exercising. He was prepared to retrain his mind and body. But sadly, that would be the first and only chance he would get at it.
Hey,
When he's decided to start exercising, he thought it would be good to ask for someone's help. But he wanted to tell that person his secret first, and then ask them to help him from there. And the person he went to...
Yeah, that's right.
It was me. Mondo. Yep, it sure was. The biker gang fella had been painfully clear about how important his manly promises were. So Chihiro probably figured that even if he confided in Mondo, his honor would make him keep the secret. Plus, Mr. Macho Mondo was the very symbol of a strong man that Chihiro always aspired to. Maybe talking to Mondo about it will help me give me some courage. So he went and asked Mondo to help him become strong. That was his aspiration. And he thought that only with Mondo's support would he be able to come close to that.
Correct.
So then, that must be why Mondo did what he did. To keep the promise he'd made to Chihiro. Huh? Did what he did? You mean that's why Mondo carried Chihiro from the boys' locker room into the girls' locker room?
Indeed.
Yes, that's exactly what I mean. Wasn't that to cover up for what he'd done?
Certainly.
That could have been part of it, but I don't think it was the main reason. The real purpose was to keep the promise between men he made with Chihiro. But how does moving the body keep his secret? Because if everyone knew he'd been killed in a boys' locker room, then everyone would have been arguing how she got into the boys' locker room, right? Once that started up, at least a few of us would have immediately begun to suspect his identity. So, he tried to protect Chihiro's secret by putting him in the girls' locker room and stealing his handbook. See? Then Mondo did all that to keep the promise he made to Chihiro, who he'd also killed? Mondo? Why would he do that? The more I hear you talk, the more I don't understand. I mean, you guys trusted each other, right? So why? Why did you? Because no matter what, I didn't want anyone to know.
I knew it.
So that's what triggered it after all. His secret? The possibility of having your embarrassing memories and secrets exposed.
What is this?
It's impossible! Nothing could have been that bad! Something he didn't want anyone to know, even if it meant killing someone!
You're wrong!
It's impossible!
Don't make me repeat myself.
How many times must I repeat myself? To judge others by your own standard is the height of folly. Even if you can't comprehend it, he obviously can. That's all there is to it. Well, while we're on the subject, why don't I tell you? The embarrassing memory, that secret he didn't want anyone to know.
Hey,
You know what Mondo did? He killed his own brother. What? Mondo, the ultimate biker gang leader, makes all the hoodlums and riffraff across the country tremble. But the only reason he had a chance to join a gang in the first place was because of a certain someone. Mondo's older brother name was Daya Owada. Mondo had nothing but respect for him. It was because of Daya that Mondo ever got on a motorcycle. Mondo's brother was his only family growing up. He was the only one Mondo could trust or respect. He wanted to measure up to his big brother, so he imitated him in everything he did. Mondo was the epitome of the starry-eyed kid brother. Meanwhile, the characteristic older brother had put together a local motorcycle gang. And before anyone knew it, it had grown into the biggest biker gang in the country. Daya, the older brother, number one in the gang, and his number two, his younger brother, Mondo. In the beginning, everything was peachy and gravy. But when Mondo started to think about how he would have to take over the gang from his brother someday, his brother's greatness, his reputation, began to gnaw on Mondo's very soul. The kid's gotta take over for Daya, right, huh? Daya created this gang with his bare hands. Mondo's just along for the ride. Can someone like that really be our leader? All that'll do is make the gang look bad. Almost every day, Mondo heard the gossip and whispers of the other members of the gang. Which is why...
I
gotta get stronger. Stronger than Daya. Just one time. No matter what, I gotta win.
Don't fuck with me.
I don't care what it takes. I gotta come out on top. And on the night of his amazing brother's retirement ceremony, Mondo challenged him to a street race. But during the race, the tragedy struck. The kid brother pushed ahead with reckless abandon, eager for victory, and dashed into oncoming traffic. But suddenly... Oh my god! Jesus Christ! Laying in his kid brother's arms, the older brother delivered his final words. My bad, kid. I fucked up. Sorry. Of course, he knew it was his own brother's fault, but Diane never blamed him for what happened. Hey, kid. The rest is up to you. No matter what, you gotta keep the gang together. 'Cause it's the team you and me put together. And it's a promise between men. He decided to hide the truth of what happened from everyone else in the gang in order to keep the gang together and keep the promise to his brother. He could never admit to anyone that it was his own weakness that had caused the accident. And as a result, the team was made even stronger under the banner of the kid who bested his big brother. Diaz was gonna lose to his kid brother, so he got stupid and got himself killed. That became the explanation for what happened. Mondo's lie became the truth. He wanted to lead the team so bad he was willing to tell all kinds of lies about his brother. I'm strong. Strong. And yet, as soon as our killing game began, he realized, no matter how tough he pretended to be, he was just another weakling that could die in an instant. And then the hateful Monokuma announced the revealing of the embarrassing secrets. Jeez. At that point it was clear I would have no problem shedding light on his secret. Oh my god. Mondo killed his older brother. No matter what, I couldn't let the other gang members find out. If that happened, everything would have been ruined. Everything me and my brother have worked to create would have been destroyed. His death, all the guilt I've been carrying around, it all would have been for nothing. So that's why... Mondo, after I saw what Monokuma had on me, my head was filled up with a kind of fuzzy uneasiness and just started swirling around. I never felt anything like it before. I didn't know what to do about it. I wasn't sure what to think or say, but after a while, that fuzzy uneasiness turned itself into a rock-hard lump of anxiety way down in my stomach. It was right around then that Chihiro asked me to start working out with him. And right there, he told me a secret. Seriously? Jesus.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, I'm sorry I lied to you. But why? Why now? Why are you telling me this all of a sudden? I think we're getting to the meat of the problem.
Huh?
Because, you've kept that secret all this time, right? If anyone found out, you would...
But...
You're right, but...
I want to change.
I've wrapped myself in lies. I'm weak. I want to destroy that version of me forever. His words were like a knife in my gut. I felt like he was exposing the lie I'd been living myself. I have to change. I don't want to be weak anymore. You're so strong. It can't hurt you, right? Whatever secret Monokuma might tell us.
You piece of...
So, what? You're saying I should just say it?
What?
You're saying if I really am, I should just be able to tell everyone my secret?
Huh?
I was jealous. I was jealous of Chihiro's strength. He had the strength to face his own weakness, to try and overcome it. It was the kind of strength I've never had. I was jealous of him. And that jealousy broke me.
What?
Are you making fun of me? I'm strong? Are you fucking with me right now?
No!
I'm not making fun of you. You really are strong, Mondo. I felt like I could hear something starting to creak. Something inside my head. What did he want me to do? What was I supposed to do? Was I supposed to just sit back, let my secret get revealed, and ruin everything?
What's wrong?
Damn
Why
you.
did you have to tell me all that? Are you trying to rub my failure in my face?
I just wanted to...
I just really admire you. I admire your strength.
Yeah, that's right.
Oh my god. That's right. I am strong. Strong. I'm strong. Strong, 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 strong. Stronger than you!
You son of a bitch!
And stronger than Daya! I don't remember anything after that. When I woke up again, he was laying at my feet, covered in blood. I had the dumbbell in my hand, and I was just staring at him, down on the ground. Hey! Wow. Jealousy and the fear of getting his lie exposed. That's what broke him. Wow. Hey.
I killed him. I killed Chihiro. Even after all this time, I'm still just as weak as I've always been.
Damn.
And thanks to that, I did something I can never take back.
Jeez. He was normally so aggressive, so angry, he hid that weak side of him away from everyone. A weakness that lived in a heart of his, and it turned him cold-blooded. Just wow. Monokuma, don't break the mood. I was starting to feel bad for Mondo. A little bit, but... Look at him, you see? You're all just like him. For a secret from the past. For a memory. For that, he killed another living human in cold blood. He couldn't cut free of his regrets from the outside world. He doesn't know what true strength is. Do you see hope anywhere in there? Cause I sure don't. You bastard! Just shut up, you son of a bitch! Go ahead, say that again! I dare you!
Yep.
Oh my god. Okay, I'll say it as many times as I want. Is what I want to say, but... Unfortunately, I can't do that right now, because the time for punishing is fast approaching. Punishing?
It can't be.
You mean execution?
Well now.
That's what I promised you, right? The black end that disturbs the peace will be punished.
Ridiculous.
Hold on.
Now then, I prepared a very special punishment.
For Mondo Owada, the ultimate biker gang leader. No, wait.
Let's give it everything
Oh god.
we've got. It's punishment time!
I said wait!
Sorry, man. I couldn't keep the promise we made. From one man to another.
Mondo. We're about to see another execution right here and now. Oh my god. Jesus. We're about to witness his execution right here and now. What the heck? What the hell? Why is Monokuma with a pompadour and riding a colorful bike? What the heck? Is that a biker cage? Oh my god. The cage of death. What is going to happen? Monokuma ejected himself apparently. He's going way too fast. What the hell? Electricity everywhere. What happened? Okay, apparently Monokuma is exhausted, but where's Mondo? He evaporated? What the heck? What? Huh? What? Mondo butter? What? Oh my god. Laugh at death and your soul will forever be at peace. It can't be. My brother. Another murder and another execution. Just... damn. Yep. He screamed, not me. Yeah. What a disappointment. This is the end of the game. What the hell is wrong with you, Byakuya?
What is this?
You're completely insane, you know that? A game? One of our friends is dead. Do you realize that? Thank you, Hina. Jesus.
Naturally.
Of course I do. Because this game is life or death.
Hey.
I don't have anything to say to you. I don't have a response except that...
However...
I just don't understand why. Why did you go out of your way to disguise Mondo's crime?
What?
Why? Isn't it obvious? Because I made things more interesting. And that's exactly the problem. Do you even value life, you idiot? Jesus. Last night, when the murder took place, I was in the library as usual.
Honestly.
So you ignored the nighttime rule too. That rule never mattered to me. I don't recall agreeing to it.
There is nothing to be done.
I don't particularly care. Please continue. The night grew late, and I decided to return to my room, which is when I stumbled upon him. I spotted Mondo coming out of the girls' locker room. After he'd gone, I looked inside and saw the corpse.
What?
You mean you actually witnessed the murder? He was such a fool. He didn't have the slightest idea that I'd seen him.
Well...
So you're saying you knew who the culprit was from the very beginning?
That's right.
Indeed. But if that had been the end of it, how boring would that have been? I mean, what a waste of time to have the answer revealed right at the beginning. Which is why I decided to lend a little helping hand. You bastard! I thought it would liven things up. You did all that to liven things up?
I see.
So after hearing about Genocide Jack from Toko, you decided to use that to create the fake murder scene?
But...
Damn, man. If we hadn't figured out who really done it, you would have been dead too, right? Well, obviously, I would have revealed the truth before I reached that point. Of course. Oh boy. He's looking at Makoto saying that he ruined it. That we ruined it. Thanks to a certain remarkable someone, it never did. And I was able to perform an interesting experiment. Once I do decide to become blackened, I now know who I'll have to watch out for. Uh-oh.
Correct.
So that was your reason. Are you satisfied?
Indeed.
Yes, we're done listening to your story. Moving on. Jesus.
Hey.
The girl with the glasses shouldn't have been executed. Toko had nothing to do with it. There's something I'd like to ask Monokuma.
What's this?
Oh, I'm up next?
You
like to perform these elaborate executions each time, correct? My question is, why? Do you like them? But you know, this punishment, this despair, is not just for you. All this punishment, all this despair is my gift to mankind itself.
What?
You're over-exaggerating. I am not over-exaggerating. These punishments are meant to transform all hope to despair.
Damn.
What do you mean? 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 Mean?
What the heck?
Mean. Good grief! I don't understand why you have to pick apart every little stupid thing. Whatever. It doesn't matter. In the end, I'm going to stand alone as the victor, and then everything will be revealed to me.
Ooh.
Ah, the noble son of a noble family. Truly, you understand me. I think this is the start of a terrifying friendship.
That's enough.
Shut up. I would never stoop to the level of a childish criminal like you. Let me just say this. After I've achieved complete victory, you're up next. I'm going to find you and kill you. Understand?
In the name of my family.
In the name of the Togami family, for which victory is a foregone conclusion.
You're getting all riled up!
Oh, so cool! It's like you're the main character of a video game or something. No trash mop for you. I swear, whatever it takes, I will kill you. Temper. Sounds like someone needs a nap. Jeez, Monokuma. Adam M. As much as you like Mondo Owada, it doesn't change the fact that he killed Chihiro and was executed for it. Sure, Mondo didn't want this, but that's what happened. My God. Of course the mastermind wouldn't let it end. Jesus. Oh boy. What the heck?
Well, anyway, like I was saying, this is a pretty good spot. Yeah, a really good spot. Anyway, isn't it amazing how that girl went and killed someone before things even had a chance to get boring?
What?
Once things really get moving, it'll be like a roller coaster. There won't be any stopping it. Fear and despair charge forward at a speed nothing can hope to match. But I must admit, I'm disappointed. I went to all the pain and effort of making you part of the group, and you couldn't play your part.
What does that mean?
You do remember you were supposed to make the first move, right? Well, no biggie.
Huh?
Nothing we can do about it now. So just do your best to make things more exciting from now on, okay? After all, that's what everyone wants to see.
Who is... There's one thing I'd like to ask you.
As long as you don't want to know my measurements, fire away.
Who is it? The 16th high school student, I mean.
Ooh.
16th high school student?
My. You really took me by surprise there. I know I said you could ask anything, but... Super denied, ultra denied, demonic denied! Because you see, that's my ace in the hole. And nobody'd be dumb enough to reveal that, right? No matter how close they were to their friends.
What the hell? Wait a minute. Is one of us working with Monokuma? What the heck? Well, 10 students left. Oh boy. No spoilers, please. Crazy Diamond. That's his jacket. Okay, let's save here. Got a trophy, 2 of a kind. I have a bit more time to continue further. Someone's crying. Oh, it's he.
I know I shouldn't cry.
Okay, but do we really have to see a picture like that? Okay, moving on. Jeez, Hina is suffering. Are you okay, Hina?
I've had enough. I can't take it anymore.
I guess she was trying to be peppy and to cheer herself up, but apparently...
Anytime soon.
I guess even she has her limits of this thing.
Impossible. I can't let myself think about how much I want to get out of here. If I keep thinking like that, I might decide to...
Hina, calm down. Jeez. Donuts. I need to eat some donuts. That'll cheer me up. Yeah, there we go. Glazed donuts, twisty donuts, jelly donuts, cream-filled donut holes, malasadas.
Okay.
Oh god of donuts, I'm praying for a wonderful encounter. She really loves donuts, apparently. Poor girl. I'm sorry. Please forgive me for breaking the nighttime rule. But right now, for me, Donuts are absolutely necessary. Oh, what the heck?
Huh?
What was that?
Huh?
What's that sound? That's a very good question. It sounds like it's coming from the bathhouse.
But...
I'm super scared, but... Hina, be careful. Is someone there? Gasp. What the heck? The next generation legend. Stand tall, galactic hero. What the heck? What was that? Yep. Huh? So this count kinda sucks, huh? Toko and Byakuya still refuse to show up. And I haven't seen Miss Asahina anywhere. She said her stomach was hurting, so she's taken it easy in her room for the day.
Oh.
That is rather unusual for her. Normally she's so full of energy. Which is exactly what makes me worry.
So then...
So it's just the 7 of us then? It looks that way.
How about that?
It's times like this where the committee chairman needs to get things going with a bang. I think he's still traumatized after what happened in Mondo. Look at him.
Impossible.
Yeah, I noticed that it was Chihiro's face, but what the hell was that? Or not. Jeez, look at that. Taka... For the first time, Taka's just... paralyzed. Yeah, you could totally see that he hasn't slept at all. They were bros. Yeah. He's pretty traumatized by now.
Well...
So, I mean, what's gonna happen now? We haven't found any way out, and we have no idea if help's ever gonna come. I'm all depressed just thinking about it. We simply have to make the best of things, do our best to get along and live here together in peace. Forget about the outside world and accept this